Alright guys, got a little something different today. This project is called the Shutoko Revival Project. Somebody in my Discord dropped a link to a video and I was blown away. Now, this is set in Assetto Corsa, which I am a new player. I've never played it. I downloaded it, I got the Ultimate Pack for like $9, blah blah blah. End of story. I'm still getting used to like the physics and everything. But this is set in Assetto Corsa. It's a mod that a group has been working on. It's an open world of Tokyo. It's I think around 150 kilometers, modeled after the real Tokyo Expressway. You know, the C1, the wangan. I'm sure you've heard those names before if you know anything about Japan car culture and the parking areas and Wangan Midnight and the Devil Z, and you know the list goes on. The Shuto in Japan is, I think, like 350-ish kilometer network of highways connecting the greater Tokyo area of Japan. If you remember games like Tokyo Extreme Racer, Genki Racing Project, Maximum Tune in the arcades, which I've been going to a local arcade that just opened because they have Maximum Tune 5 and it's awesome, and being able to race this at home on my own rig is pretty awesome, and they've done a great job. They actually just released an update today that we'll talk about near the end of the video. It's huge, massive improvements. Anyway, so they have the C1 loop, the belt loop, Bayshore line, which is the wangan, the Yokohane line, I believe is how you say it, down to the Yokohama, and the Daikoku Futo, which is a super famous parking area. I'm sure you know about it. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, and I remember in Tokyo Extreme Racer, which is one of my favorite games of all time, you start out pretty much, I guess you can start anywhere, but you always go to the C1 loop, the inner and the outer, and you just race around. And just to be able to do this with updated graphics, and it's so great. Yeah, so let's go over the cars here. The cars that they have available on the servers: you got the Porsche 944, you've got a Ferrari Testarossa, you've got the Nissan Skyline R34, you got the Mazda RX-7. It's like a special, like spec version of it. You got an Acura Integra, Honda Civic, Mitsubishi GTO, or the 3000 GT if you're in the States. They've got a Mitsubishi Evo 8, which for some reason, I just tried again, but for some reason my parent car is missing for that one, and I've tried like 3 different versions of an Evo 8 mod, and I just can't get it working. So there's that. You got the Porsche 911 Blackbirdo. Right? You got a Honda S2000. You've got the Nissan R32 GTR. You've got the Nissan Devil Z, the S30. You've got an RX-7 FC3S, which the braps on that rotary engine when you're idling at the parking area is just insane. Insane. You've got the Nissan S14. You've got the R33 GTR, which is my absolute favorite. If you guys know, if you've been following the channel, we have an R33. We bought one last summer. I actually have a mountain of parts sitting in my house ready to go for this car, but I've been driving that one the most. I think it has like, it's like 899 horsepower in this game, and it's squirrely. It goes. It's some of these, I haven't driven all the cars yet, but some of these cars just have, they're powerful, and some are really squirrely. Like the Devil Z is very hard to control. All right, so then we have the Toyota MR2, which I believe was recently added, and the Honda NSX. So that's it for the car list. I think this project started in 2018. I think it was late 2018. Yeah, I'll put a link to the Discord server, which you can go there and download the game. It's very easy. They have guides. It took me, with downloading Assetto Corsa and getting everything running, it took me like an hour to get everything going. It's and they also have a Patreon if you want to go support them, because this is a massive project and they're actively working on it. They just added. I played yesterday for 4 hours straight. I looked at the time and I was like, oh my god, it's 2 in the morning. Like, I was just driving for 4 hours. Like, that's nuts. I got lost. It's very hard to get into the servers, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much pick the car you wanna join with and just wait and wait and wait, and eventually you'll get in. But if like one's like says it's available and you click on it, you try to join, it's pretty much gonna kick you out every time and not load. So just refresh it, pick a car and load, and eventually after like 5-10 minutes you'll get in. They're very congested because a lot of people want to play. They just added with this new update today a third server, so that's 32, 64, 96 people can play now. You boot up when the game loads in the Tatsumi #1 parking area. You can wait for other people. You can just drive off. It's really fun to wait for like 5 to 10 cars, and you guys just take off and do pulls and just drive and have a good time. I had so much fun last night. Now I'm still getting used to the physics and the handling model of Assetto Corsa. I did a lot of practicing by myself before I jumped online, just so I don't want to get kicked, because if you stop in the middle of the road or you're causing crashes, like, you will get banned. They take that very seriously, which is a good thing, because you don't want people just ruining your experience. There's definitely times where somebody slammed on the brakes way too early and I just couldn't get around them and slammed into them and caused a crash. Stuff like that's going to happen. If you clip the wall even just slightly, like you spin out in this game, that happens a lot. Creates a little bit of a pilot, but it's not that big of a deal. The game keeps going. But man, definitely, as you've seen the gameplay over my voice here, it's so much fun. I really want to go through and take each car and just show you guys the loops. And supposedly today, let's see, this is what we're going to go over what they did here. So I don't know what that means. Full season support through CSP, water shader, distant emissives, light pollution, custom bridge illumination for all major bridges on the track, updates to all lighting types, new areas. They have the Shibuya line is now drivable, so we're definitely going to go check that out tonight. Wajima, PA in Yokohama now has a second floor for northbound traffic. Now the cool thing is there's different parking areas, around the map, and you can just slow down, pull off. Like, there's one probably like 2 or 3 minutes from the first parking area, and you just pull down and there's just this sweet little parking area, and you can just hang out, and then you go up the ramp and back on the road you go. It's so much fun. All right, they just a whole bunch of stuff. Created a high poly physical mesh for the whole track. They blocked all dead ends and drop offs, because if you just get to a spot where the road ends, you just fall into the abyss. Supposedly they reduced CPU, like so much stuff. In the C1, new building textures, merge many individual sign objects to reduce CPU usage. Shibara PA texture and shader overhaul, fixed glowing boats, some buildings, added ground plane, satellite imagery, visual fixes, the Yokohama, they got the second floor, we talked about that. Completed monorail infrastructure for future use, more visual fixes, the Bayshore, UV mapping improvements to the buildings, they remodeled the toll station, they added some vegetation. Mirai is full overhaul to match with the quality of the rest of the track, added landmark buildings from maximum 2 and 5, replace 2D elements, guardrails, lights with 3D ones. Like, just the amount. I don't know when the last update came out. I believe it's been a couple months, but still, the love and the work that goes into this as a fan-made project is just insane. But yeah, there's plenty of other fixes, and. But anyway, yeah, this is the Shutoko Revival Project. Like I said, definitely go support them. This is a huge project. Like I said, I got lost for 4 hours last night just playing and playing, and I was only playing with one car. Definitely want to try all the other cars, and you know, just racing with people and just lining up next to them and then taking off, or even just cruising, even like not even going like super fast, just cruising at like, you know, normal speeds. And it's definitely like a unique online experience that you don't really get anywhere else. You can't just load up and free roam a map like that. It's just a good time. But anyway, I'm definitely going to probably make a video of each car driving somewhere on the map, and really like show you guys, you know, my rig and everything, and just have a good time, because this game is great. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go play some more. So if you guys are interested, I'll put all the links in the description below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.